that becomes a math problem. Do you round up? Do you round down? You know, maybe 100 votes more would let you do one way or the other, and then you end up in a lawsuit about those 100 votes because I wanted to round up and now we're rounding down. And that's why I don't like proportional. So congressional.
Now, the plan I'm asking for, I know no state does this, right? You simply count the number of votes, 51% for Obama, 49% for Romney, or wherever it spits out, and they get that proportion of the electoral college.
Okay, well, but in New York, you have 29 electors. So you can't award a part of a person. You have to award whole individuals without a constitutional amendment. So whoever that last individual is, you have to decide. Math examples on the fly are not my strong suit, but you have to decide which way that person goes. You know, the 51% is not going to come out perfectly. You're going to have to round, is the long and short of it.
Yeah, that's
I'm
not.
sorry?
Look.
It's a lawsuit is what it is, because some person's going to say, look, 100 more votes this way, and this elector that was Romney's is now Obama's, or, you know, it'll turn into something like that.
You currently have the right to do that in New York. The question is, why should New York's view dominate the other states?
Any other responses? Let's move on to the next question.
Good afternoon, and thank you for your presentation. My name is Dan Hind. I'm a trial judge, a state trial judge in Texas, so welcome, Tara. I want to look at this more perhaps in a historical and existential point of view.
Not a speech.
The Athenians did not directly elect their head of state. The Romans did not directly elect their head of state. The Venetians did not directly elect their head of state. And each of those republics lasted several centuries. The English do not elect their head of state. They've been in their same system for about 500 years. I'm trying to think of any democracies that did directly elect their state that did not implode and lasted or endured as long as any of those states, or as a matter of fact, the United States under the Electoral College system. Can you give me any examples where this has worked for as long as it's worked here in America?
This
No,
sounds
I mean,
like
I
go ahead.
Oh, yeah, go for
I
it.
was going to say, Dr. Koza, this sounds like it was mostly directed at you.
We don't have that many democracies that have lasted 500 years. I can't give you an example, but that's not an argument as to why it wouldn't work.
Well,
It
can't we
certainly
look at
worked- it
Fourth
certainly
Republic
worked-
France or
certainly worked
Weimar
at the state
Germany?
level.
Did you want to respond too, Tara? Or?
I think that's the whole point. That's what the founders saw, and they saw that as a matter of history, pure democracies implode, and they didn't want to be that, but they wanted to be self-governing, so they were looking for something else.